Hello, Team of Fans. Tonight we're discussing Season 6, Episode 10, Riders on... Hello, Team of Fans. Tonight we're discussing Season 6, Episode 10, Riders on the... Hello, Team of Fans. Tonight we're discussing Season 6, Episode 10, Riders on the Storm. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Come on, ride that train. And ride it. Come on, ride that train.
It's very appropriate song choice.
Except for we didn't want them to get on the train tonight.
We wanted to, well...
Party train, a dance train in celebration
Yeah.
of no actual
The
train.
love
They
train.
may have not gotten on the train, but we got on
We're
for
on
the
it.
party.
Yeah.
Hello, Afterbuzzers. I'm your host, Kristen Snyder. You can follow me at Cinematic Escape.
Cinematic Escape.
Joining me, the lovely Alana Jordan.
Hey everybody, I'm Alana Jordan. You can find me on Twitter at Alana Jordan and on Instagram at That Alana Jordan Girl.
And that Ryan Malaty guy.
Who? Me? What's up, guys? Ryan Malaty back in the studio. Thanks for being here. I am at Ryan Malaty everywhere, and right now I'm also, as you know, at youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV, sitting here with the best fans in the world talking live about the show, about the finale, the winter finale of Teen Wolf. And we also have a few special guests in the studio with us tonight as well. Kristen, would you like to introduce our special guest?
Yes, we have Frank, who is here because he won our screenshot challenge.
Screenshot!
Should we do it?
Challenge!
For those of you who didn't participate, you didn't get to come to the studio for the finale. And Frank, where can the fans check in on you on Twitter?
They can follow me on Twitter at FrankieAltieri84 and on Instagram at FrankieAltieri.
Awesome, and we're going to let Frank ask some questions throughout the episode. If you want to ask some questions, you can give us a call at 424-253-0504. Again, that's 424-253-0504. I also decided that since the show is so parentally based and we got that amazing kiss from the parents tonight, I decided to bring along my mom, Mary DePasquale Snyder, and my aunt Diane DePasquale, who are visiting from Pennsylvania. They traveled 3,000 miles, one of them on a train because she's afraid to fly. So you can call in and ask us about the show, or you can just call in and compliment my mom and how well she raised me.
I suggest the latter.
Yeah,
Always
I suggest
compliment the mother. And the aunt, if she's in the room, compliment them both.
My mom's cell phone is 424-253-0504.
Excellent.
So, what did you guys think about this finale? I feel like we got a lot of answers and then also some questions that we weren't expecting. Favorite moments for you guys?
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Stydia. 100%.
Stydia.
Finally.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love the line. I didn't say it back. Didn't need to. You know,
And then just immediately start kissing. I was like, that was their I love you, I know. Like, that was their, like, Star Wars moment.
as you guys know, the notes that I take during the show are very visual.
My favorite part.
So if you take a look, I drew for that scene, that particular scene, a heart, broken heart that's mended with a Band-Aid. And it wasn't just that scene. There were so many that I just left it there as my notes for.
There are hearts on hearts on hearts.
On hearts on hearts. Want to split up?
On right
Never
sides.
again. Dad, please. I didn't say it back. You didn't have to, and I need you. Just so many love-filled, love-mending quotes.
All about love on this
You know,
show.
it's all about mending the broken heart.
I'll
of the
Instagram Ryan's
fans.
notes for all you guys, too, so you can see them.
Go check them out.
Ryan, what's the chat think of this episode?
Well, first of all, the Stydia kiss was the best by Cray Cray Tay Tay.
Thanks, Cray Cray Tay Tay. I totally agree.
100%.
Stydia and McArgent by CC Freak. McArgent, I like that one.
I like that too. Melissa and Argent shipping those together. What did you guys think of that kiss?
I thought it was weird.
It was so hot.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
like,
she
That's
thought.
what she said.
Yeah, just
Literally.
literally what she
Literally,
said.
that's
That
what
was
she
the
said.
line.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, why not? It's the finale. Throw
Why
in
not?
some romance, pepper it on there. I mean, who doesn't like
I
a
do
little bit of
have to
pepper
say,
on their
though, like,
love salad?
We
You know what I
haven't
mean?
had any sexual tension with them at all, and having them make out like right after Stydia, I was like, okay, well that's cute, I guess. But like we've been waiting for these guys to get together for 6
Nobody
years.
else should be kissing right now. We should have been on Stydia for at least 5 minutes. What do you guys think? Frank, what did you think of that moment? I know we've been waiting as fans to see them come together and kiss, Stiles and Lydia. Was that your favorite moment?
It was definitely my my favorite moment. I mean, it's the culmination of 6 seasons of will they, or will they not?
Yes.
So it's definitely my favorite moment.
Thanks for being here again, Frank.
Oh, my pleasure.
Frankie 2 feet. What up?
2 feet.
He's got 2 feet. That's why I call him that.
We are already giving
That is
our
factual. I do
fan
have 2 feet.
some nicknames in here. If you have a nickname for Frank, throw it up in the chat.
Yeah,
We'll get to those later.
Renji 90998 says, it's pretty good. It would have been anticlimactic if it was the finale. And I think it's a good point, because it's
Well,
like...
I think Stiles even says, like, at the end, he's like, well, this can't be it. And I feel like we all kind of had that same moment where it felt very much like this is the conclusion. We finally, like, everything has changed. They're together. Yeah. But there is still going to be a part B.
There's a summer
We
season.
still got 10 more episodes, so don't forget.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we're going to see Stiles and Lydia together in those 10? It looks like he's going off to FBI training.
Yeah, that's the real question is, are we going to see Stiles at all?
Oh, it looks like we have a caller. Hello.
Let's see if a caller, let's see what they think.
Hey. Hi
Hello.
there.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
I love your show.
Thank you, Jessica. We
Thanks,
love you,
Jessica.
too.
Where are you calling in from?
Georgia.
Georgia! We love them,
Hey,
Georgia.
that's where my family lives. What up, fellow Georgian?
Georgia Peach.
I'm watching y'all live.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
And then you're watching you too, I
Hey,
bet.
Jessica, I know you called. You might have a question for us, but we have a question for you. Do you think that we are going to see Stiles again next season? Or do you think he's off for good? What do you think?
I hope y'all show come back.
Oh, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be
definitely
back.
But
be
will
back.
Stiles, Jessica, did you have another question you wanted to ask us?
Will Scott finally find true love?
That's a
That's
great
a very
question.
good question.
That is.
He did find true love, and she died. So, and then he found it again, and she was locked underground. So,
He doesn't.
I feel like don't date Scott. It doesn't work out. Good things don't happen if you date Scott.
You know what? I think he will. And this is why I'm positive about it. He's going to college, and in college, I feel like people are ready for maybe something more mature. And so I think he's going to find a college girl.
He's going to UC Davis. Maybe he'll find himself a nice mermaid.
Yeah, I think they're going to bring
I can't
on...
wait.
I know, I can't wait either. And hey, Jessica, thank you so much for calling in. Will you do a werewolf howl with us before you go?
I can't werewolf howl.
What?
We'll do it for you.
We'll do it for you. Thanks, Jessica. Have a great night.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in. Bye-bye.
Calling in from all over America. That was a great question. Will Scott ever find his happily ever after? And I
think he will.
I asked the live chat, so we'll see what they have to say.
All right, great. And
All
if
I
you
know
guys...
is his bromance with Stiles came back, so I was excited about that.
That's a true love right there.
That's
I
true
felt
love.
it.
Yeah.
I felt
They're soulmates. Like, come on.
all the
You don't have
emojis
to
were
date your
happening for
soulmate.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the scene in emojis.
I saw the scene
The
in
flying
emojis. Were those
Casper
not
eyes.
in the scene?
The hard
So
eyes.
weird. Yeah,
You
I
guys
saw those.
didn't see Stiles?
You guys should
It was
replay the
just me?
episode. Those
You
were
guys
there.
didn't see
The
those
They were
emojis.
there. You guys want to give us a call again? That number is 424-253-0504.
The
All
emojis
right.
were there. They just got sent to the Jeep, is why we didn't see them.
I think you're right about that. So, obviously, we're really happy that Lydia was able to bring Stiles back. He got back just in time to, hit Mr. Douglas with the bat. And he came in, he knew right away who the bad guy was. It
His
was
sassy
perfect.
quips.
Yeah, I mean...
Did I read that right?
This episode, too, was so,
good.
it was such comic relief. Like, it was very much a throwback to the first season.
I agree.
Where, things weren't quite so dire yet. So it was a little bit of a lighter tone. So
Right, with the whole radio, there's a dead
Yeah.
body in the woods, them just cruising around in the Jeep.
we got
all the
awesome fight
hugs.
sequences
Yeah.
and awesome, funny lines. Even, Liam got some comedy in this one, which is always nice when he gets to have some kind of funny moments. It was good.
Riding the horse, yeah. So I also love that line where Scott's like, whenever him and Stiles are looking for the train station or the diverter, he's like, do you want to split up? And he's like, never again.
Yeah.
Just adds to the line of bromance that's going on there. And,
Which also, just good advice for 6 years of hunting bad things, and every time you split up, something goes awry. Like, maybe you should have figured that out 6 years ago.
And Stiles finally got to see the locker room, the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
That was so cute. When he's like,
I'm surprised there wasn't like a couch or a chocolate fountain in there. You know, like I could have sworn girls' locker rooms were more.
It's not that
fantastic
different.
than
Kind of
that.
disappointing.
Is it really? They'll never tell us. Girls, they'll never. You know, it was probably a guy who designed it because there's definitely a chocolate fountain in there, and they'll never tell the truth about it.
Why would you want a chocolate fountain in the locker room?
Why wouldn't you want a chocolate fountain anywhere? That's a weird.
I'm gonna have to agree with Ryan on that. Bring on the chocolate.
mean,
Valentine's
yeah.
Day, guys. You better be buying us chocolate. And
Nothing's more
roses.
romantic
right.
than sitting in the girls' locker room over some fondue.
Listen, I don't care where it happens.
There's never a bad
Flowers,
place.
Right.
chocolate. Frank, what are you gonna do for that special girl in your life for Valentine's Day? What advice do you have for these young men at home?
Be yourself and
Aw.
be confident. Because at the end of the
like
day,
that.
that's what works.
All right, let's see what
Hey.
the caller thinks. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Hey guys, it's Johan from Florida. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey, Johan. Our special
going on,
correspondent
guys?
caller.
Yes, we love when Johan calls. He's calling from Florida. Johan, what's your question tonight?
What do you guys think is going to happen in Part B, possibly, without giving anything away, obviously?
Well, we wouldn't have anything to give away. We don't know.
Elena
I mean-
writes the scripts.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
I
I'm just-
definitely don't write the
Maybe I-
scripts because they would have been. Lydia would have been making out every episode.
Yeah, I know, Johan. Johan, I know that you were kind of upset about that. How Stiles and Lydia, they didn't get together until this last episode, and I agree with Johan. He was tweeting about that earlier. It would have been nice to see that throughout the last few episodes, at least.
Yeah, what do you think, Johan? Now that the gang is all splitting up and going to different colleges, but Lydia and Stiles finally have gotten together, are we going to see them together? Do you think? Part B?
I will have to wait and see. Like you just said, we don't know anything about Part B really yet, so we'll have to wait and see. So
You know what? I have to.
I mean,
Johan, I'll give you a little prediction.
Okay.
Before predictions, I do think that it's going to be more of a transition of power for Liam and Mason, because of what I think is going to happen, and I don't know. I mean, I've heard whispers in the wind that there's going to be a spin-off show.
yes, I heard about that too. Yes.
So there you go. So that's my prediction: is that Liam
I
and
like
Mason
that.
will be more in the spotlight, and it's going to kind of, be a nice transitional period for them to kind of
The
take hold
passing of the
the
baseball
passing-
bat was
the
a passing of a baton.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. That's what
Yeah.
There's a light prediction for you. Also,
I like it.
maybe I don't know.
Fire-
That's a
Fireworks,
light prediction.
love.
Here's a dark
Maybe,
prediction.
like-
Something sinister will happen.
Yeah, trolls.
Somebody's gonna
goblins.
die.
Trolls and other monsters, for sure.
We haven't seen trolls or goblins.
The
so.
Boogeyman
I
coming
think,
this summer.
I think they may have already done that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Johan, thank you so much for calling in. Always great to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem, guys. See you in Part B.
Or can we get a howl from you?
Betcha.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah! Thanks, Johan. Have a great night.
I love it. I love it when they howl.
I do too. You know what? Like, last things about Stiles before we move on for a bit. I know we'll be back to him, but he's going to be training for the FBI at Washington. What was it? Washington and
George
Davis.
Washington.
George Washington.
George Washington.
And then Lydia's going to MIT.
Yeah.
Where's MIT?
She's going to
Massachusetts.
MIT
Okay.
for 2 years because she has already taken her freshman and sophomore year of classes. I'm going to go ahead and say they don't offer that many AP classes. That's a lie. They don't have that many. You can't take
Maybe
it.
she tested out of them.
But even that, there's only a certain number of AP classes. You would still have to, you couldn't go in as a junior. She's been
Personally-
banshing around.
personally,
What if she's
I was-
taking all these extra courses?
You can take community classes at your local college and transfer. That's what I did to get into Ithaca, and I finished in 3 years.
Boom.
Yeah, but at the same time, you weren't having to go rescue a whole town from their
How do
tragic
you
memories.
know what I did in college?
You're
Perfect.
right.
This is why I love Elena, because here we have like a Nazi werewolf zombie ghost rider terrorizing a town, and yet the credits don't add up. The college credits just don't add
Yeah,
up.
that's the thing. Is I'm like, you can be as smart as you want, but if you don't go to class because you're too busy banshing out, who knows where, Ghost Townville.
Ghost Townville, I love it.
You're
Been
not
there-
going to be an MIT
Been
junior.
there spring break 2009. Ghost
Well,
Townville
anyway,
is
my
great.
whole point behind all of what they took and went off Neverland was that
We
the
diverted
distance. Yes.
the train,
the subject.
the train of thought.
Yes, you did.
I'm proud of that one.
But,
Alright. I'm just gonna go. Can
All
we
right,
actually get the train in here? I'm ready to go. My whole point was that the distance is too far apart. They're not going to be together. Sorry, guys. We're not going to see Stiles. Maybe for, like, Thanksgiving break. Maybe we're going to share some bread. But, like, we're not going to have
What a
Valentine's Day.
sad Thanksgiving that it's only bread. We'll share some
You don't
bread.
know about my life!
Who hurt
We'll
you?
be thankful.
Who
We'll
hurt
be
you?
thankful for this one loaf.
Talking about painful, let's talk about Stiles and Claudia confrontation.
Aww.
Not the most magical moment with your mother who's back from
A
the
face
dead.
off when she
Yeah.
then had her face off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp womp. Yeah, that would be tough. I'm glad they didn't like make it too much of a thing, and it kind of came and went. But I could imagine how terrifying and terrible that would be to happen.
It
Considering
was
own
cool
mother.
getting that closure for it though, because we've been wondering,
Yeah.
like,
Closure.
what is Stiles gonna, when he finds out about all the stuff that's been happening while he was gone, because he thought he was gone for just, a couple days, and it's been months,
Yeah.
and all this other storyline has happened. It's
thought-
just good that he was. Oh, go ahead.
I just was going to say, I thought it was perfect that, this Claudia, this, image of her was created by Sheriff Stilinski's pain, and he's the one who comes back and kills that pain and shoots her. So it was kind of nice to see the bandage over the heart, if you will.
And
yes.
and having Lydia and Stilinski team up
Yeah.
to save Stiles, and it's like literally seeing love drive out pain in the
Aw.
most literal
Can
representation.
we get a love song up in here? I'm feeling
Aw.
lovey-dovey, and I need to
Let's
dance.
get it out. Is that a love song?
That's it. I like it.
That's a love song, right?
I mean,
I
I
love
think
that
we've got an
song.
artist in studio. Diane, do you have a lyric or two for us?
Where's your chain? Wanna make love to you.
Yeah.
All I wanna do.
Mary, do we have any backup vocals?
I don't think so. I'm not too good at this.
All right, Mom. I know you used to sing to me all the time, all those lullabies. I know you've got a note or two you're hiding, but anyway, getting back to the show.
I'm gonna save that for Valentine's Day, I think. Thank you for that.
All right, let's talk about Mr. Douglas and his plan. For those of you who don't know, Pete Plazik was in studio with us just 2 weeks ago. We had the villain bring in madness to AfterBuzz Studios, and if you missed that, you should just take a train backwards and check out 2 episodes ago.
Push pause, go to our feed, watch the video, come on back. We'll wait.
Yeah.
You back? All right. Welcome back.
Yeah, so definitely do that. But it was nice to see finally we got to hear what Mr. Douglas's plan was. It all kind of came together this episode. We weren't quite sure what was happening, but he actually wanted to merge the worlds between the Ghost Riders and Beacon Hills and bring them into one world that he could rule them all because he is a Nazi.
Such like a Nazi.
Yeah.
You know? I just want to conquer the world. Why not? He's a Nazi, and nobody likes a Nazi. As
No, nobody likes it. Good.
Then why did we vote for him? Why did we vote for him? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Wait, what? That was so weird.
Yeah, it's always about world domination, and
Yeah.
And he got his comeuppance. I'm not sure, what did he say in German? Does anybody know in the chat what
Nine.
what the Mr. Douglas
Frank,
said?
you got any German for us?
I took Spanish back in the day. So
Yeah,
I got no
I
I
German
know.
for you.
Guten
Who
Tag.
takes German? Yeah, it's Spanish, right?
Right.
We're done with
Wie
the
geht's?
Nazi language. We're done with it.
I'm from Colorado. There's
Wie
a lot of
geht's
Spanish
means what's
speakers.
up.
But no, he said something in German to make them
Maybe that's what he
stop. We said a few things, and then finally he says this one thing that really gets him, it really sticks to him. And then they turn around and they make him one of them. Maybe it was kind of like be careful what you wish for. You know, I'm your leader. You're one of me. I'm one of you. Well, now you truly are.
Yeah.
But he has a Nazi patch
The Hunt doesn't
to
have
kind of make him
either.
stick out. So you could pick him out of a crowd.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna come up in the next 10 episodes.
It's true. He might.
He
Do we have
might.
a call? No? I thought I heard something.
Thought I heard something too. Was that our love song coming on? I mean, I'm still waiting. I'll wait here all night. My love note song.
I'll sing you a song.
Okay. Will you write me a note too? Okay.
Ghost Riders
I missed
don't
that.
bow. They have no leader.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Now he's a Nazi Ghost Rider.
Yeah. He's got a lot of titles.
I think he's not just the Ghost Rider, but I think that you're right, Ryan. I think he's gonna come. He's gonna come back.
Wait, can you pass this to Kristen, please?
Guys, I miss that. Like passing notes in classes and whatnot. Let's see what this
Just don't
one
get caught
says.
with it. You'll have to.
Feels, lots of feels. I'm not gonna tell
I
you.
feel left out. This
But-
is just like high school
I'll write you a note.
again.
I'll write you a note.
So you guys at home can see what this note says. I will post it later.
Here, here's one. Here,
on
Kristen,
Twitter.
can you pass this
Yeah,
to?
yeah. I'll pass it to
Well,
Lee.
now we're just gonna get caught. You guys are really bad at this. You can't. This is why no one passed me notes. I just figured it out.
Start giggling.
You got in
Because I'm like,
trouble.
you're gonna get us in trouble, guys. All right.
Speaking about getting caught, though, Corey is the dimension merger.
Like he plugged
Not
into
the
the Matrix.
diverter, but the merger. Yeah, he's like become this matrix because he's able to get to both worlds at the same time. He can be invisible and he can be in Beacon Hills, so it made sense to me.
It
that-
makes sense that because we're seeing the train stations pop up all through Beacon Hills, and it's like wondering why are these worlds merging, like how. And it makes sense because we've seen Corey has been the liaison who can kind of go in between the dimensions.
Definitely.
But man, that was brutal. Seeing him like Doc Ock, but like a real messed up version.
What do you
Yeah,
guys think about Cody coming back and saving Liam again? Cody Christian,
Theo?
sorry, Theo.
Oh, Theo. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what? Cody came back. Theo.
That's his actor name for those of you who don't know. We just know
I
him
like-
so well. I mean,
I like.
what's his character
I like
name?
it. Yeah, but I also like how they kind of kept him in check.
Yeah,
You know,
Malia.
Malia's like, well, he's not part of the pack, but he's here to help.
The pack's here.
He's not a
But
lone
you're not
wolf.
part
He
of
has a pack.
And
Theo's
he's not in it. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So
all
it was
right,
nice.
Malia.
It was, yeah,
Your
it was
dad's
nice.
not in it either, but
Let's talk about Malia and Peter. So that was a great scene where finally she calls him Dad.
it was
Yeah.
all about love. This
It
whole
was.
episode.
It was.
I'm telling
Love
you,
and giggles.
it's putting the Band-Aid on the broken heart. It's mending the love that once passed. I think that's what if there was a theme to the episode, I think that's what it was, is putting the pieces of a broken heart back
I
together.
like it.
I like
There's
that.
so many relationships that were mended, and that's
It's
just
like that
another
song
one
from
of
Hercules, the I Won't Say I'm in Love.
them.
Can we play that?
Yeah.
Can someone play me a love song already?
No chance,
wanna
no
write
way,
you a
I
love
won't say
song.
it, no. It's too cliche, I won't say it, no.
This scene won't play. I won't
Say
say I'm in love.
Shoo-doo, shoo-da-da-da.
That was for you, Kristen.
Oh.
There you go, you got your love song.
Thanks, guys.
Such a Disney fix.
Very, very loved. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I liked that we got to see not only Peter save Malia, but Malia save Peter.
And it was good because then we got Lydia by herself so that Malia didn't have to awkwardly watch them make out. Because that would have been super awkward if she's like, hey, ex-boyfriend, I'm glad I saved you. Cool,
Oh,
make out with her for a while, I guess. I'll stand
They
here.
didn't even touch on that.
That's because they were like, look, Malia, you've got your dad. And she's like, cool, great. I still like boys.
Mary, do you have a comment to add? It cracked you up, apparently. No comment from Mama. Well, you know what, guys?
I love it.
I think that it's time for our fan question from Frank.
Yeah.
The moment you've all been waiting for. Since this was the winter finale and they tied up so many loose ends, what more loose ends do you want to see tied up in the series finale?
That's a great question, Frank.
Great question.
That is. All right, so loose ends. What do we got? What do we got as far as loose ends
Let's go to the whiteboard.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everybody has gotten partnered up except for, I would like to see Malia get somebody. And Scott maybe get somebody.
Do you want those two together?
I don't want those two together. That wouldn't make any sense.
I still want Theo and Malia to get Malia.
Theo and Malia.
It just happened.
There we go. We're shipping it.
I'm still waiting for that makeup.
The SS Malio.
That was all. I hope we got that. That was hot.
That was the new screenshot challenge.
Yeah, I would have to say, Frankie 2 Feet, that I want to see where.
That's a thing now.
It's a thing.
It's a thing now.
Yeah.
Because the last one we don't
get off on the
talk
wrong
about
foot.
it.
We don't talk about that one anymore. The old Frankie 2 Feet.
I think I'd like to see the loose end of just the pack in general, what it's gonna become, what it is now. You know, because we have kind of everyone going their own way, but there's always gonna be a pack that needs to be in Beacon Hills because just stuff goes down there all the time. We need a pack.
They'll always need us.
It is called Beacon Hills. It is a beacon.
A beacon of hills.
So many hills, it's a beacon.
It's a beacon of hills and hope and love and
so it will always call them
scary
home.
things. But yeah, I think the loose end for me ultimately will be how will this pack take shape. I know it's going to have Liam and Mason. I want to know if Theo's going to be involved too.
It looks like he will be.
I feel like he has to, because where else
be.
is he going to go? Like, what does he have to do now? You know?
He
Like, he
doesn't
doesn't
like-
have anybody else.
He doesn't like being a lone wolf.
No.
It's, you know, it's clear that he wants to be.
He's seen how the quest
involved,
of power
at least.
ends for everyone else. So I think he's given up on the, like, quest for world domination.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't
Doesn't
worked
play-
out
doesn't
well
play well.
for anyone thus
Yeah.
far.
So, yeah, he might
I think
stay
he
in
should
the
date
picture.
Malia.
But maybe he'll be like, you know, the kind of like the young Argent, you know, shows up, causes some damage, saves the day a little bit here and there, and then goes on his own way, you know. Or maybe he needs a family in his life. I don't know. What do you think?
I would like to see Malia have some sort of conversation about what happened with her and Stiles. Like, just a conversation, right? Just maybe one note. I feel like it's weird now, but, like, I still want to hear something. Or else, give her a new love interest. And Scott, give him someone, finally, please, a new college girl.
I know, it's so funny that, like, this pack mentality, he's always the lone wolf. Like, they're like, okay, Alpha, be alone now. It started out as, like, this romance with him and Allison, and then after she died, it was just like, Scott will never be happy. Let's make sure that that's always...
Yep.
Make a note.
And I feel like Liam's been in training this whole season, so, and he's like, I have to kill an alpha to become the alpha, so does he need to kill an alpha in order to protect the town? What do you guys think?
I thought he was going to kill Mr. Douglas and get Mr. Douglas's alpha powers.
That's a great point. Yeah,
So-
no, that didn't happen.
But it didn't happen. But we do know he is marked. We know which one is him. He still has those alpha powers. He's just also a Ghost Rider. So they didn't actually destroy the Ghost Riders. They just diverted them. They sent them to go harass other people
I agree.
instead. So, you know, they may feel mad about that and be like, let's help out these other people we don't know. And then kill Mr. Douglas, get some powers.
What's the chat saying, Ryan?
Well, we got Cray Cray Tay Tay on the case again, saying she. I want to see Liam, Mason, Corey, Hayden, Brett, Theo in one pack together. I think that's a solid pack right
Brett?
there.
Oh,
Brett
okay.
Talbot.
Yeah, Brett. Cody say no.
Yep.
Got it.
Cody saying no. That's right.
I think-
That'd be a solid pack. We also have an overall prediction of our transition from
6A
to
to
6B from Mark Murphy. Because college, you know, they're splitting up because of college. We'll probably see a time jump with Stydia being married, Stiles being an FBI agent, and Scott being a vet like he always wanted.
Oh,
Which
That
would
would be
be
cool.
that
I'd
would
like
be
to
nice.
see some, like, into the future.
How would they make them look older? Those kids never age. Just put like a mustache on them all or something?
I feel like they'll be just like the parents that look like they still haven't aged. Like, everybody looks good on that show.
I
Like,
know. Let's go to Beacon Hills for like a spa day or something.
yeah, their fountain of youth that they
Works
apparently
there.
all hang out in.
Frank, thanks for your great question. Thanks for being with us today
Oh, my
and
pleasure.
participating in our screenshot challenge. See, fans at home, we do reward you.
Living proof right here.
Living proof.
That's right.
In studio fan. I think we should roll into predictions. I know we've given a few so far, but let's just do it.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions.
I predict a new monster's in town.
The Boogeyman?
No! The love monster.
Lady Gaga?
Oh no, it's the tickle monster. No.
Where?
I don't know if I was imagining any of those, but you know, my favorite villains have always been when it's someone
Oh, God. I got her.
someone from the show that we know and love. Not someone new, but an actual character. Those are my favorite villains. Like Deucalion, he was an actual, person rather than just monster form. Like, he took on a monster form. So did Haley Webb with the Drock. I feel like those were the best. And Void Stiles, when it was a person.
Go beast mode, not full beast.
Yes. Yes, I think we can all learn from that. Go
Actually,
beast mode, not full beast.
I ran into Guinea and Emery the other day.
Was he in beast mode?
He was in beast mode. Yeah, he was in town. But yeah, he did mention that they had just a couple more episodes to film for 6B. And I can't remember if he said we have a couple more or they have a couple more.
Oh.
So we
I
might
did
see.
see a hold tag in the prop department that had a city on it that we have not been to. So I think they are going somewhere we have not seen.
We're leaving Beacon Hills.
Cabo.
Get your train
And-
tickets.
I don't know if I should say anything else. I don't want to spoil anything.
We want you
let's see it.
to.
It's a city not in the U.S.
CC Freak says, I'm going to roll into some of predictions from the chat because I'm seeing some
Yes,
good
please.
ones. I think 6B, Liam will prove himself to be alpha worthy. And I think that's a solid prediction. Let's hope he does.
I agree.
We have Michelle D saying something bad must have happened as they were driving into the woods, which is an interesting point because the very last thing they heard was there's a body in the woods.
But that's how it started.
They
The very
turned-
first episode
They t-
started.
and they
was the
turned it
video.
off. So maybe they're going to ignore it.
No, they're definitely driving into the woods. They're going full circle. They're going to find the body. They have to. That's their
Is
thing.
that what you think is going to happen?
Maybe the body is the new monster.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. That was your love song, Kristen.
Thank you. I've been waiting for that.
Could you imagine being taken out to a nice Italian dinner and they just he's like
System of a
he
Down.
slips the violin player like a 20 hey man, bodies at the floor.
It's our song. It's very romantic.
it's our song. It's like, all
I'm
right.
gonna be so sad if I'm never on a date and I never get a violin solo to Bodies on the Floor. That's my
Will
new
you
goal.
guys be my Valentine?
Depends. Will
You
you
girls are so
make this
complicated. I don't
violin?
know. Chocolate,
There will be
grunge rock. What do you want?
Those
want
two
it
things.
all!
Literally,
want
just
the
those two
world.
things.
Just those two things, chocolate and grunge rock?
I love Valentine's Day. It's my favorite holiday eve.
Holiday
Yeah, it's National Half Off Candy Day Eve.
Eve? Yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like to celebrate Valentine's Day on the 15th too.
It's the best
It's a
because
lot,
they're
it's a
just
lot.
like, "What up, lonely people? Do you have a little bit of cash?
80% off all
Want to
these
make some
heart-shaped
mistakes?"
candies.
I'm like, "I'll
Yeah.
take all of them."
Fun fact, I got to write which days my company was off work this year, and I had Valentine's Day in there. Because what day is more important than love? Loving everyone
Chocolate.
around you.
Well, when you put it like that, no day is more important than love. You win. Love wins every time.
Guys, one more thing about, next season that you're hoping for, your hopes and dreams about next season. Ryan, go.
I hope all the people we love come back,
Yes.
including
Yeah.
you guys at home.
Aww.
She's cheesy, but it's good. She's cheesy, but
Thank you.
I mean, we're talking about chocolate. I can talk. All right, we can throw in some cheese.
yeah.
It's a fondue.
Oh.
You can
Ryan.
fondue it. Sorry. It didn't come out the way I had something else. I guess, one last thing I could say about the show and wrapping this up and moving into the next one is I really enjoyed seeing the growth of the characters, and the overall message is, as you put it, kind of, that love really is the winner and love conquers all. So I'd like to see in the next season more evolution with the more supporting characters that we've had.
Definitely.
Because they still have a lot of growth to do, I think. I think a lot of our main characters, we've kind of had a lot of closure, but there's a lot more room for a lot more adventure. So my hopes and dreams are still hanging at the edge of suspense, I guess you could say.
At the edge of the whip of a Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Valentine's
Hopefully
Day.
not.
Gotta love it.
I'm hoping that we get to go to college. You know, I get wanting to see the transition with the new kids. I'm sure we will, hopefully towards the later part of the season. But I want to go to college. You know, we've been with these same characters since they were in grade school, and we've grown with them. We've seen them love. We've seen them lost love. We've seen them lose parents. We've seen them go through really tough times not being accepted in school and being different. And I want to go to college with them, and I want to see what that's
if they
like.
all come back for spring break?
The guys,
We see 'em,
college.
That's when they go to that
Spring
town.
break.
That town that you saw the sign for. That's where they go for spring break.
Tijuana.
You said the sign.
That's not really a spring break town, but it'd be
clue.
cool if they went spring break and then they think it's a zombie apocalypse, but it's actually just all the day drunk spring breakers. And they're fine.
And I also want to see Thanksgiving.
Just for the
dinner
one
with-
loaf of bread that they
They're
can
all sharing.
Sat
Styles
on the
okay,
floor.
no, this is it. Styles was in charge of dinner, and it just ends up being bread. I think that's right.
Yeah, like
This
a box of
is why they
saltines.
should let us write the show.
Clearly, they should let us write the show. Anything else in the chat before we wrap up, Ryan?
Well, we've got, let's see, Nicholas Kelly is actually hoping for a new kind of mythology and wants the mythology to change up, maybe something like Norse mythology, Japanese mythology.
Did Japanese?
We have Japanese. We've already done that.
Yeah,
Kira.
but something like that, where it's, ooh, you know what? Maybe
Different kinds of magic.
an ancient Egyptian
Oh,
mythology.
Ryan's Egyptian,
I
so.
am. My dad's from Egypt, and he might be some kind of crazy werewolf. I've never really asked him.
Wow, you don't
He
know.
could be.
It
I've never asked Dad.
But then would that
you know.
make
Spoiler.
you also?
I mean,
We
this
should probably
season,
get out of here.
Malia got a daddy. We should get a mummy.
Okay,
Oh,
I always walk
my.
out, but it took a while. But thank you guys. It's been fun.
Thank you
How far is
guys
it gonna go?
so much for tuning in this season. It's been such a blast. We've had so much fun, and I know that we already have Stilinski, Lyndon Ashby coming in for 614 to join us because he, has directed that episode. We're gonna have a ton of guests in 6B for you. But, they did say to us that when we have guests on, we don't talk about the show. So, you know what? We didn't have any guests for the finale, so we could just talk about the show for you guys.
And how much we love it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You asked for that, so
Yeah,
be
the
careful
thing-
what you ask for.
Some episodes we are kind of interview heavy because we have directors and writers and actors on, and it's really fun to see their perspective of it. But it was fun to just kind of
Talk about the
the
episode
show
today.
this time, and to have wonderful mothers, aunts, and bipedal fans
Yes,
in the studio. It's always a pleasure to have
thank you so
people on the
much,
couch.
Frank, for coming in.
Thank
Once
you.
again.
I hope we see, I hope
Where
we see
can the
more
fans follow you?
On Twitter at FrankieAltieri84 and on Instagram at FrankieAltieri.
Awesome. And my Aunt Diane and my mother, they don't have Twitter handles, but they were in town because we're filming my documentary, One Dream Too Many. If you want to check it out, go to onedreamtoomany.com. There's a little preview there for you guys. But that's why they were in town. But you can tweet me any comments or questions for them. Thanks, Mom, and thank you, Aunt Diane.
I have a question for
being
Mom.
here.
How'd you do it?
No!
How'd you do so good?
Oh, it was truly my pleasure.
Your pleasure is now everyone's pleasure. So
Oh, making me feel so good today. Is it Valentine's Day today?
thank you. Bring out the chocolate fountain. Bring it out.
Take it from the girls' locker room. Bring it in. They don't need it.
I knew it.
It rolls in on a card.
It rolls in on a cart. You guys can follow me at Cinematic Escape. I gotta pause for that because it's so good.
Yeah.
Lena, where can the fans follow you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Alana Jordan, ALANAJORDAN, on Instagram at That Alana Jordan Girl, and you can catch me here on AfterBuzz TV on Thursdays for Sci-Fi's Face Off. And if you're a fan of sci-fi and podcasts, you can check out my sci-fi podcast, relativitypodcast.com, with Lee Shackelford from Star Trek Next Generation. It's really fun.
That's so cool. I can't wait to check that out. I really am.
It's really fun.
She's a voice actress. I love it. And I'm Ryan Malaty. So great to be here. I'm Ryan Malaty. You can follow me everywhere at Ryan Malaty. And I'm also today wearing my wolf shirt in honor of Teen Wolf, but also in honor of Game of Thrones, which is another show that Kristen and I do together. And so you guys can catch us on that here at AfterBuzz. And you can also catch me on a Netflix original film coming out this summer. I play Vinny in a movie called, well, I tell you what, find me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will release it there because I'm not sure if I'm really allowed to say, but it's coming at you real quick. Guys, it's been fun. Please remember to give us a thumbs up on our video if you liked our show, and subscribe because there is another season coming out this summer, and you don't want to miss it.
And
right?
another contest.
And another contest. Can we give them one more screenshot?
Yes.
Ready? Screenshot challenge. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We look forward to seeing those on Twitter with the hashtag ABTVTeenWolf. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being the best fans in the world.
And Ryan, can you tell them the rules for participating in the challenge?
The rules are as follows. Please drink a Diet Coke and recycle your can.
That's not relevant at all.
If you get a picture of girls' locker rooms, please make sure that all faces are censored out and make sure to release the dark chocolate, white chocolate, strawberry chocolate fountain.
If you have heart disease, do not participate in this competition.
Yeah, make sure to consult your doctor before you...
Anybody
sure your
can
heart's clear and
screenshot and
everything.
then we'll say thank you.
And those are the rules of the contest. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ryan. And thank you guys for tuning in all season. Obviously, it's been a blast for us. I hope it's been just as fun for you. Same time, same place. See you next summer.
Bye.
Ow!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.